Welcome back. As a part of this video, we'll understand if AI can transform raw data automatically in data engineering. First of all, what is data transformation? As a part of the data engineering, we need to convert the data from one form to another form. The process of converting the raw data into clean, structured, and meaningful format is called as the data transformation. And why do we need that data? We need that data for reporting purposes, analytics purposes, dashboards, and also AI models. This is one of the most important critical stages of the data engineering lifecycle. If you are not transforming the data properly as per the business requirements, your dashboards are going to show the wrong data. And you're going to feed the wrong data into the AI models. The results wouldn't be right. Okay. So for any business insights, data transformation is one of the important things. As a part of the data transformation, we can use AI. How do we use AI? That is the question which we have to ask. When we peek into the different activities done by the data engineers as a part of the data transformation phase, most of them will be writing the transformation logic by creating the SQL queries or writing the PySpark code or coming out of the business rules or implementing the business rules either through PySpark or SQL or creating the mappings or aggregations using a SQL and also validations. That is how the data engineers would spend most of their time as a part of the transformation phase. So now, with the help of AI, most of the transformation logic can be created by plain English. So instead of spending lot of hours writing the code, engineers can now review, validate, optimize, and refine AI-generated solutions. When we peek into the important activities in data transformation, we do have multiple activities like writing the SQL queries. Then we have writing the stored procedures and coming out of the data models wherever it is necessary. PySpark transformations, applying or creating the SCD logic, that is slowly changing dimension logic, and writing the window functions as a part of the SQL or PySpark or any of the language which we are using. Creating the deduplication logic, pivoting and unpivoting the operations, performing the aggregations, reconciliation of the queries, and creating the mapping logic in the transformation. So these are the important activities which I can list as a part of the data transformation. Let us look at one by one how AI can help in these activities. Coming to the SQL query generation, what engineer will do is he'll go through the source tables and see what kind of a relationship is there between the tables, write joins, filters, and aggregations, then test the query until it produces the expected business result. So with the help of AI, all data engineer has to do is write in a explicit natural language about the requirement, and AI generates the SQL with joins, filters, and aggregations. So for example, you can write a prompt like generate the SQL for total customer sales during the last 12 months. It will create a SQL logic for you. You can use it as a part of your code. Then moving on to the next activity, writing the store procedures. Obviously, store procedures can be written in a SQL. What engineer will do manually is he or she builds the complete procedure by defining the variables, business logic, transactions, error handling if any, and also scheduling and execution manually. Again, by using the AI, the engineer will just explain the workflow. AI generates the store procedure as per the requirements of the transaction, exception handling, and also logging. So the prompt can be generate a stored procedure to update the customer status every night. You will get a SQL code or PySpark code. You can take that and implement it. Moving on to the next activity, the data models. So sometimes engineer has to create the SQL models as a part of the transformation. I know the data modeling happens much before the transformation, but some of the times the data engineer has to create the SQL models by defining the dependencies, writing the test, and also we need to maintain the documentation. By using AI, all engineer has to do is describe the required data set and AI generates the data model. For example, in the context of the DBT, what we can do is give a prompt to generate a DBT model for monthly sales reporting. So AI will give us the code which will help us to generate the monthly sales report in DBT. Okay. PySpark transformations are one of the important thing what you do in the model data platforms. So what you have to do traditionally as a data engineer, you have to read a data frame and see what kind of a joins you have to apply, on what data frames you have to apply the joins, and what filters you have to apply, and which window functions you have to use, and also optimize the code to process the large scale data sets efficiently. That is what you do as a data engineer currently. By using AI, what you can do is you can explain the type of transformation and what is required. AI can generate the PySpark code for reading the data and creating the data frame and coming out with the important transformations which are needed to transform the data. So in this case, what you can do is one of the example prompt is generate the PySpark code to deduplicate customer data. Then the next activity is SCD, that is slowly changing dimensions, which is there as a part of any of the data warehouses which we can create. So currently what engineer is doing is he is designing the logic to identify chain records and preserve the history and update the effective dates while maintaining the previous versions of the data. By using AI, what you can do is you can suggest what exactly is the problem. It will identify the SCD type. Is it SCD 0? Is it SCD 1? Is it SCD 2 or type 4? Like that, it will identify and AI generates the history tracking logic automatically. So what we can do is implement the SCD type 2 for the customer dimension, or we can do we can also say implement the appropriate SCD type to the customer dimension. You can provide some more additional information. It will create the logic for us. Then window functions. Window functions are one of the complex functions within either SQL or a PySpark. So while writing the window functions, most of the data engineers will struggle. Okay, they have to use the partitions, they have to use the ordering to calculate the rankings, running the totals, or identify the latest records. Most of the data engineers definitely struggle to create the window functions. But if you specify the requirements for AI, so like you can say what kind of a calculation is required. AI will generate the appropriate window function with the required partition logic. Okay, the prompt can be return the latest order for every customer. So it will generate the window function appropriate for this particular requirement. Then we have deduplication logic. So redundant records are part of any of the data which we have to handle. Okay. So deduplication logic has to be one of the way to handle the redundant records. So traditionally, data engineers will analyze the redundant data or duplicate records and see what kind of a matching rules need to be applied, write a logic to retain the correct version and remove the duplicates. Instead of manually doing it, you can use the AI and provide the matching criteria. AI will generate the deduplication logic using the specified business rules. So AI prompt can be remove duplicate customers using the email and phone number. Because in this case, we are trying to remove the duplicate based on these two fields. Pivoting and unpivoting are one of the important operations of any data transformations. Okay. So traditionally, what AI engineer will do is he will reshape the data set by converting the rows into columns, columns into rows, depending upon the requirement. So here what he or she can do, take the help of AI and explain the desired output format. AI will figure out what needs to be done. If you know what is required, you can go ahead and give a prompt saying unpivot the monthly sales data. So that will give the appropriate code, which you can use as a part of your transformation. Data standardization is also one of the important aspect of data transformation. Here, as a part of the data standardization, the engineer identifies if there is any inconsistent format of the data sets and writes a transformation logic to standardize the values before they load it into the data warehouse, right? So what data engineer can do is he or she can specify the desired standard format or desired output format. AI will generate the rules needed to clean and standardize the data. For example, here you can say standardize all country names. So that will standardize USA, US. Instead of 3 of this, 1 of that will be kept. Can you think of a data transformation without aggregation? No. Aggregations are the core part of the data transformation. Okay. So what happens traditionally is data engineer will write the aggregation logic to calculate the totals, do the averages, count, any other business metrics required for the reporting. Instead of struggling with so many things, what data engineer can do is describe the business metric, and based on the requirement of the business metric, AI will generate the aggregation query with the required grouping logic. So here you can say generate the monthly sales aggregation by the region. So AI will give the aggregation logic which you can leverage and implement. Reconciliation of the data is one of the important aspects of the data transformation. Engineer manually compares the source and target data sets by writing the validation queries to identify if there is any data missing or if there is any extra data or if there are any mismatched records. So instead of doing it manually, what we can do is the engineer can specify the data sets so that they can compare and generate the reconciliation queries that highlight the data differences automatically. So for example, we can give a prompt, generate a reconciliation query for source and target orders. It will create a query which you can use. As I already said, the mapping logic, when I say there are two aspects here. Mapping document will be created as a part of the requirements in data engineering. But as a part of the transformation, you also create the mapping logic. So the way data engineers will do is they study the source and target schemas, maps each field manually, and resolves data type or naming differences before the migration. What data engineers can do is he or she can provide both the schemas, and AI will suggest appropriately what should be the mappings in terms of columns and highlights the fields that require the manual review. For example, here what can happen is AI will recommend the mappings automatically and flags unmatched columns. Wonderful. These are some of the important activities in a data transformation in which we can use AI and reduce our efforts. Thank you.
That's all for now. Like and subscribe and turn on notifications for future videos. Thank you.